rototiller and plowing and everything have very effective results when they're trying to take over the prairies and large-scale agriculture, you know? And it has short-term rewards, plowing does. It churns up the soil and it creates a lot of flourish of bacterial activity that supplies energy to the root system. It's the bacteria eat up the organic material in rapid fashion because they got exposed to a lot of air. And so there's a lot of food for plants the first year. But after that, there's less and less dividends for every time you plow and every time you disturb the soil. Whereas with something like this, where we're adding organic material on top, and we're incorporating the existing organic material that's there, then you're building. So the idea is, you know, you get into a spot where the grass is really thick, and you're either going to be trying to pull this stuff out forever, or you can cut it down to the ground and use the grass, go feed the pigs with that, and then put some cardboard on top of it. Getting rid of dandelion without pulling the dandelion. So you're incorporating all that biomass into the soil right there. And the earthworms and everything are having their way with it in a productive way, rather than if you took a rototiller to something like this. It's hard work, it's hard on the machine, and you're just going to be spreading the root systems of, say, quackgrass. And you're just turning it up, so it just comes right back. It's coming back as a weed, probably worse than if you hadn't churned it up. This process takes something called patience. Yeah. You're building in the top down, much like the prairies of the United States were formed. They were formed by eons of prairie grass growing up 3, 4, 5 feet and then falling over for the winter, and growing up and falling over. That's building soil. When you come in and use a plow or a rototiller and expose the soil to wind and air, you know, the air creates the flourish of microbial activity, and then the rain, you get erosion. And that's what's going on. This is what is the big problem with industrial agriculture, is we kill soil. Sustainable agriculture is the process of building soil. It's all about using the resource. This solar-driven farm is based on the woods, the forest. If you were living along the ocean, you know, it'd be based on the oceanic plant life. Basically, you're turning biomass from one form into another. So we're going to use these wood chips right here to make vegetables. Bring this out every morning from underneath the oxen, and they've peed on it, and they've pooped on it, and they've stepped on it, and they mixed in their hay with it. You can see it, it's all right there, right? This is our primo compost right here, right? This is stage 1. It's bam. What do we got here? This is stage 2. This is the stage where things really start to heat up, and you might be able to see a little heat emanating off. It's not super hot, and most of what's going on here is really, this white stuff is evidence. You know, really small microscopic things are going on right here, and then as you get further down here, this is like stage 3 or 4, and this is where it's starting to look more like dirt. And in here now we have worms. So you can see the worms going bananas in this stuff, and they're making this, the 3rd stage is turning this stuff into soil. You can't really tell what this was. You know, this could have been seaweed, this could have been coffee grounds. There's still some woody material in there, but it's more or less broken down. And it doesn't smell anymore, it's more or less smells like a forest floor, and that's what we're looking for.